Hello everyone, welcome back. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. We are officially in the year 2024 and we are back with amazing recipes. Sam Pell 20 is super proud to present its first recipe of the year, which is Tamales Salvadoreños. So let's begin. So we are starting off with our banana leaves, nuestras hojas de plátano. As you can see here, we have already cut and washed them, and now we're passing it real quick through the open flame. We want to turn this rigid leaf into a very flexible one that will help us roll up our tamal. As you can see here, they are first like an opaque color, but once you pass it through the fire, it starts turning this nice shiny green color, and that's what we want. We don't want to burn it, we just want this shiny green color. With our banana leaves aside, we're now going to focus on the filling. So we have here two different pots. We're gonna have one with chicken breast and the other one with pork. We're gonna fill it up with water and we're going to boil. To this water, we're gonna make this nice broth. So we're going to add some green peppers, some celery, some garlic. We're gonna add chicken bouillon to the chicken pot and pork bouillon to the pork pot. Okay, and we're gonna boil this until it's nice and tender and cooked. After that, we're gonna separate the broth from the meats because we're gonna use them later. And I'm using my hand here. I'm just going to make the pieces, the sizes that I want for each tamal. So that's gonna depend on you. If you want a big, chunk of meat, or if you want something smaller, that's to your preference. Then we'll set that aside. Next up is our salsa. So we're going to add to a blender our relajo mix, canned tomatoes, our green peppers, onions, and we're going to add our caldos or our broths. Remember the two broths that we made, one for the chicken and one for the pork? Well, we're gonna take half of each and we're gonna add it to the blender and blend away. We're then gonna transfer this to a pot and we're going to cook over a light flame. And this is gonna be for about 10 minutes and we wanna make sure that we stir. Once our salsa is done, we are going to go back to our chicken and our pork, and now we're going to add about a cup of salsa in each and then set them aside. We are continuing with our masa. For this, we are going to need MASECA, which is white corn flour, our pork fat. We're gonna need the salsa that we previously made, and also the chicken and pork broths. Now, the amounts, we're basically gonna eyeball it. Depending on the amount of tamales that you're making and the amount of filling that you made, that is equivalent to the amount of masa that we're gonna make. We're gonna place all of those ingredients in a big pot, stir it very well, mix it very well, and we're actually gonna cook la masa. So this is gonna be roughly for about an hour, and this is on low heat. And we're gonna stir this constantly non-stop because the last thing we want is to burn our masa. So once that hour is up, we are just gonna set it aside and we're gonna let it cool just a bit. So our final step is to put these bad boys together. I've created a station with all the ingredients I'm gonna need, and let's begin with that. So we have for wrapping our banana leaves and aluminum foil. We have our masa, which is our base. We also have our chicken and our puerco, both in their salsas. We have raisins, olives, capers, potatoes, and chickpeas all ready to go. So we start off by adding a nice piece of banana leaf on top of our pre-cut aluminum foil. Then we're going to add a generous amount of salsa to the middle, like so. We're then going to add our piece of meat, whether that be chicken or pork. In this case, it's the pork, with a little bit of our salsa. Then we're going in with a couple capers, a couple of potatoes. We have the green olives, the chickpeas, and the raisins. The amounts will be up to you. We're then going to continue by rolling our tamal. So as you can see here, it's mainly self-explanatory. We're just going to tuck it in and we are going to squeeze the sides. We don't want any of that masa leaking. And we're just going to roll and fold and squeeze. Once done, we'll just tuck the ends at the bottom, and we're gonna place this in our pot. We're gonna place them both vertically and horizontally, playing a game of Tetris, making sure that everything fits quite together. And also we are going to add a couple of cups of water, just enough to get that pot at least half full of water. We're gonna place a sheet of aluminum foil on top, place the lid, and let it boil on high heat for an hour. And here we are. We just unwrapped our tamalito, and we're going to take the banana leaf. Whew, it's hot. Look at this beauty. Delicious. Now I don't remember if this is the chicken or el puerquito, but let's take a look. Look at that. Ay, the garbanzo. We have here the raisins. Let's give it a try. Yep. A winner. With a cup of coffee and some pan francés, a winner. So we want to thank everybody for watching this video today. Don't forget to subscribe and to like, and we will see you soon with another amazing recipe. Bye-bye.